Well. It's been a while, hasn't it? The holiday season has hit us hard here in the Ritchie household. Between dodging illness and playing Santa, I haven't had a lot of time to either write or record any new content for you guys. And for that, I sincerely apologize. I've decided that in order to, one, fully enjoy and celebrate the holiday season with my lovely family, and two, fully prepare myself to get back on the content train heading into 2026, that I will be taking the rest of this week off. Which means there will be no new episode of the Flicker podcast today, as per usual, and any videos the rest of this week, aside from maybe a short one here and there. Wink, wink. But I'm not going to go on my Christmas vacation without leaving you guys a little present. There have been a whole lot of projects come out over the last couple weeks, and unfortunately, I don't have the time to review all of them. So I figured I could direct my focus to the one that has taken over both the internet and the world in recent weeks, and answer one very important question. Are you guys down with the clown? Welcome to Derry is a roller coaster ride of a television show. As someone who isn't normally a fan of Andy Muschietti's style of directing, I was pleasantly surprised by how much I genuinely enjoyed this show. The writing is shockingly tight and clever, outside of a few hand-fisted moments, weaving together an interesting and truly horrifying history of how Pennywise has been affecting the town of Derry for not just decades, but centuries. The show really emphasizes the psychological effect Pennywise can have on his targets and how terrifying the slow unraveling of a person's mind can truly be. This is probably the biggest shock for me, as I did not expect the show to be as well written as it is. Truly a credit to Andy, his wife Barbara, and fellow show developer Justin Fuchs that they were able to create such a real feeling of unrest and dread throughout the show's 8-episode run. I feel genuinely uneasy for most of the show's runtime, and that is not an easy feat for someone who is a horror movie veteran. Part of the reason for that being that this is a prequel, and unlike the Losers Club before them, this crop of kids is very much all on the chomping block for the Big P. Nobody is truly safe, which makes the show all the more unsettling, and add on top of that the clever way in which Pennywise spends his time mentally tormenting the group, and you have a recipe for one of the most fun horror experiences of 2025. The acting, however, is the crown jewel of this series, with everyone involved putting on an absolute dynamite performance that made every single Sunday must-see TV. Chris Chalk is an absolute revelation as the Shining's Dick Halloran, taking a single line from King's 1977 novel that only slightly references Halloran's time in Derry and turning it into one of the most interesting character progressions in the entire season. Jovan Adepo's performance helps to provide context for the colder and more harsh version of Leroy Hanlon, Mike's grandfather we see in the 2017 film. James Remar is great and easily hateable as General Francis Shaw, a stupid and bigoted man, desperately searching for a new type of weapon in hopes of ending the Cold War, and the closest thing the show has to a true human antagonist. I was also really impressed with the child actors in this series, and I don't just mean one or two of them. I'm talking about all of them. Each one of these tiny titans provided a truly great performance that made me increasingly more invested in the fate of their characters, which is a real rarity among child acting performances. These kids all absolutely crushed their roles, regardless of how much time they did or did not have on screen, and it is an incredible example of how far we have come and what we can expect from young actors in the industry. But let's be real, the success or failure of this show rested squarely on the shoulders of one singular performance, and that is that of Bill Skarsgård's return as the child-eating clown demon himself. Bill's performance in the show not only further cements him as one of the best actors of our generation, but Pennywise is one of the best characters in all of modern horror. I really cannot remember the last time I saw an actor lose himself in a role the way that Bill does with this one, to the point where you forget at times that this is a real person and that director Andy Muschietti didn't actually summon a galactic entity to be in his HBO series. Bill is so effortlessly unsettling that he carries the show even through its few slow moments. I truly believe that this is going to go down as one of the most iconic actor-character combinations in the history of cinema when it is all said and done, and I can't wait to see what he has in store for us in the future installments of the franchise. The only real complaint I have about this series is that on occasion, The CGI is distractingly bad. I mean, I'm talking PS2 level visuals that can take an incredibly tense moment and turn it into pure comedy in a matter of seconds. Like, the giant demon baby that periodically appears in the first episode is genuinely one of the worst special effects I have ever laid my eyes upon, and I've watched all the Michael Bay Transformer movies, so that's fucking saying something. Outside of some occasionally questionable visuals, Welcome to Derry is a very fun and engaging show to watch if you are a fan of Stephen King or just good TV in general. The writing is solid, the acting is incredible, so if you find yourself with some downtime this holiday season and can't find anything to watch after you've been permanently scarred by the Duffer Brothers, why not come and see what your old pal Pennywise has been up to on HBO Max? Welcome to Derry Season 1 gets a very solid 3 out of 5 stars. Thank you so much for watching, and if you liked this review and you want to see more like it in the future, subscribe to the Planet Comedy YouTube channel and take a look at all my other episodes of Real Reviews. Have a wonderful rest of your day, night, and week. Be kind to each other, believe in yourselves, and hey, Merry Christmas.